Now let us understand the difference between a 3 sigma level process versus a 6 sigma level process. In this example, we are showing you a 3 sigma level process. Here, as you can see, that standard deviation is very large and we have upper specification and lower specification limit. Curve that is shown here is called normal distribution, and from the specification width the distance is 3 standard deviation. So this process is said as 3 sigma level process. If the process is at 3 sigma level, then probability of defects per million opportunity is 66,811 and yield can be 93.33%. Now let us see what is a 6 sigma process. In 6 sigma level process, as you can see here, that standard deviation is less and my distance is around 6 standard deviation. In this case, we can say that this is a 6 sigma level process. Defects per million opportunity probability is 3.44 only and a yield can be 99.999%. In all these cases, we are assuming that the data is following a normal distribution. We will understand about this in later part of this course. This is a comparison of 3 sigma level process versus a 6 sigma level process. In 3 sigma level process, as you can see, that standard deviation is large, and in 6 sigma level process the standard deviation is less. The normal distribution curve is narrow and the distance of the mean of the curve with the specification limit is far away. That is why 6 sigma level process generates less defects per million opportunity than a 3 sigma level process. So the important thing is that whenever you discuss, we have to discuss about sigma level, sigma score or sigma rating. When we talk about standard deviation alone, standard deviation when it is large it is not good, but in case of sigma level it is good if it is large. Let us understand different sigma levels for the airline industry in a real life situation. In this example, on one axis parts per million opportunities or defects per million opportunities, and here is a sigma level. And you can see here that these are all different activities in an airline company. So for example, airline safety rate, it is more than 6 sigma level. Obviously it has to be more than 6 sigma level. But if you see in the same airline company, the baggage handling process can be less than 4 sigma level also. A ticket issuing process or the errors in ticket issuing can be again between 3 to 4 sigma level, and the errors made in security checks can be around less than 3 sigma level. This is just for an illustration that within the same industry for different processes sigma levels can be different. What is the learning here is that sigma level always is referred to a particular process and a particular matrix that we are talking about. It is wrong to say that a company is a 6 sigma. So if you have observed here, if you compare 3 sigma level versus 6 sigma level, then the standard deviation in 6 sigma is much less than 3 sigma level. This way we reduce the probability of the rejection or defects in any given process, product or services. That is the philosophy of 6 sigma. I hope now you are understanding clearly what we mean by 6 sigma level. Definition of 6 sigma: it is a company wide, customer focused, disciplined, data driven, project by project approach for variation or defect reduction. 6 sigma is company wide because if any organization wants a full benefit of the 6 sigma, then they must use it company wide. It is customer focused because in 6 sigma at every phase we talk about customer. When you define the project charters, we identify what is CTQ or critical to quality for the customers. So we keep the customer in focus, whether it is internal or external customers. In 6 sigma it is also a data based because in 6 sigma we use various statistical analysis at different phases. You might have heard about Dr. Deming's very famous saying. He used to say, "In God we trust, for everything else please bring data." We use the same philosophy in 6 sigma. We don't solve problems in 6 sigma by just gut feeling and intuition. When we use data at different stages of 6 sigma, our problem solving becomes very robust. 6 sigma is also very disciplined, as I told you earlier, because we use a structured methodology called DMAIC. It is a project by project approach. What is the definition of a project? Any project is a temporary activity in nature which has a start date and an end date with a specific goal in mind, and we allocate some resources to that particular project. In Six Sigma also we do the same thing. We identify the problems, we define the start date and an end date of the problem solving, and we allocate some resources, that is nothing but employees and time and training on all that stuff. And then we use the entire project management methodology to solve the problem. The ultimate of Six Sigma is to reduce the defects and thereby improve the performance of the organization. So this is the definition of Six Sigma.